Hey everybody, it's Chris with the Rediscovering Rhode Island channel. We are walking on the East Bay bike path from India Point Park. This video is about neither the East Bay bike path nor India Point Park, although both merit videos on their own. I'm just passing this tunnel that goes under the roadway there. You can see the India Point Park sign and you can see the river there, but we're gonna continue on our way and talk about something pretty awesome. So we are headed towards the Washington Bridge, and we're gonna walk on the Washington Bridge. Now, even though I lived a few hundred miles away from Rhode Island when it happened, an ongoing fiasco, I might add, it's still in the news. So many people were affected by it, businesses, commuters. This video is not, by the way, about the Washington Bridge fiasco either. So we're on the East Bay bike path. There's a hotel just to our right, the Hilton Garden Inn. 195 is to our left. You can see the traffic there. I'm shooting this on a weekday, midday. So I'm not a bicyclist, but my understanding is the guy who was instrumental in the creation of the East Bay bike path was a guy named George Redman. Somewhere along the line, they decided, I don't know who they is, by the way, I don't know if that's the state, if there's a commission that kind of manages the bike path, but they decided to name a park after George Redman. And we're approaching it right now. Because believe it or not, there's a park, they call it the George Redman Linear Park. Linear because it's a line, basically, that follows the parallels, I should say, 195. And we're about to walk on it. Oh, I've passed this so many times, but I've never really appreciated how awesome it is. This is so cool. Erected 1930, so think about that. A year after the great crash, the great stock market crash, and the country was still doing great things. And this, by the way, was not WPA stuff, because that came after the election of 1932. So this was at the beginning of a terrible depression. It's just amazing. And it's called the Washington Bridge, right? And there he is. Pretty cool. Okay, so here's the guy. There he is, right there. George Redman Linear Park, dedicated 2011. So I've been gone for a long time. I left Rhode Island in 1993. So this is the walkway here, and that's the bike path there. Looks like there's a staircase here. Oh, okay, so you can enter this path from, I guess, a couple of different points. But this is totally awesome. And I love that they separated the bike lane from the walkway. Not being a bicyclist, I always get confused when I'm walking on a bike path and I live, oh, this is cool. And I live close to the Providence, Washington bike path. I live in the Oaklawn area of Cranston. I walk that path a lot. And invariably, I'm walking on the right side of the road because that's the right side of the path, because that's just my habit of driving on the right side of the road in this country. But I guess when you walk on a bike path, you walk on the left side for who knows what reason. If you know the answer, please clarify. Oh, a nice little bench there. This is so awesome. Now we're walking here. I've been walking for a little bit. Here's another bench, but we're still not over the Seekonk River. So it shows you how long and huge this bridge is, because we're still over land, as you can see, and the river is right there. We'll be there shortly. It's interesting that they've got this railing here, but not where the river is. I guess they figure if you're gonna jump where the river is. I don't know. If you know, please put it in the comments. Oh, awesome. This is cool. Very nice. So we're looking, I believe, south right now. It's right around noon. The sun is directly overhead. I think we're looking due south. And there's the city. I'll bet you get some pretty cool sunset views from this bridge. They've got a lot of these benches here. So it really is a neat place to come. And I parked at the India Point Park right near the parking lot. There's street parking and plenty of it. That's where I parked. Okay, now this is awesome. I'll be frank with you, I haven't driven on this bridge since probably the 1990s. That's not true. I've driven on the bridge, but not regularly since the 1990s, and I forgot what this was all about. Some sort of office or something there. I guess when this bridge would rise, there was someone working in the tower there, maybe? Am I misremembering? Very cool. What a view. Look at that boat. That guy had a bad day, huh? So they've got benches along the center of the bridge here. Nice educational stuff here. Very cool. Let's see if there's something on the other side. And of course there is. Terrific. Crossing the Seekonk River. Wow. Very cool. Now, wouldn't it be awesome if you could get into this building and, like, if that was, you know, if those were glass windows, wouldn't that be something? If you know, anybody watching this knows the deal on that boat, it's interesting. I don't know how long this span is from where we got on the bridge to we're gonna walk to the very end, but it's a ways. I'll figure it out on Google Maps and I'll put it, I'll scroll it across the screen, but if you like to walk as I do, this is a good little walk. So we still have a ways to go, but again, here we go. We're no rail here. We can jump off if we want. Do not jump off, do not do that. But here they've got a railing. It'll be interesting to know the reasoning, if any of you watching this know why that's the case. So this is embarrassing, but I just stepped over the rail there, the chain there, to take a peek down. In fact, I'll just do it here with you, because I didn't realize that this was actually a separate structure from that road bridge there. So somehow, I mean, this is an original part of the Washington Bridge, and I guess that, my iPhone's kind of not zooming clearly, but that's a separate structure. And I guess that might have something to do with the fiasco. I don't know. Another one of these benches. We're coming to the end here. I want to go to the last abutment. It's right around the bend here. I just saw it. And then we'll head back. Okay, here's another one of those signs with an image of George Redman. Thank you, George, for everything you did. Now, oh, wait a minute. This might answer a question I just asked. State of Rhode Island 2014. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it, because obviously those gatehouses and the pillars that we saw were not from 2014. They were here in almost 100 years ago. So what exactly was built in 2014? Is it the road bridge that we're looking at right here? Edify us, put it in the comments. If you're saying, Chris, that's your job, I am not saying I'm a know-it-all when it comes to Rhode Island. On the contrary, I'm just learning. I'm rediscovering the state. I've been gone for 30 plus years. Okay, this is awesome. I'm so glad we came this far. Another one of these plaques. Nice. I'll scroll down. Wow, so that's a tribute to John Brown, who built the original Washington Bridge. Pretty awesome. Very cool. If you like to walk and you're looking for a new cool place to check out, this would be a place to put on your list. It's not that long, it's relatively level. There's a slight incline as you're going up the bridge and then down, but it's a very, very slight. And there's nobody here. As you can see, I mean, a couple of bicyclists have passed us, but not many folks, and just the view is breathtaking. And again, my guess is if you came here around sunset, walking this way would be just a majestic sight. If you're new to this channel, I'm a native Rhode Islander who moved away decades ago, 1993, recently returned home to the Ocean State, and this channel is all about rediscovering Rhode Island. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you have any comments on anything we saw, anything we talked about, any answers to the questions that we posed, please put them in the comments. If you're not a subscriber to the channel yet, if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. But as I say at the end of, well, I hope all my videos, I might forget to say it sometimes, whether you subscribe or not, I do appreciate you watching my videos, especially if you've gotten this far to the end. And until the next video, thanks again for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.